Hi everybody, it's Doreen, and I'm back again today, but not with the Christmas card. I thought I was done with all my birthday cards for the year, but I met a new friend on YouTube, Pam, or her YouTube channel is PoconoPam, and I wanted to do something special for her birthday and send her a card and a tag. She was kind enough to send me a rack a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to return the favor. So this is the birthday card that I made for her. She told me her favorite colors were Tiffany blue and orange. So let's get started and I'll show you how I made it. Okay everybody, so let's get started and make the birthday card. I'm going to bring up my supplies. I've already pre-scored and inked the edges of my cardstock, and the cardstock, or the base of the card, measures 5 1/4 by 8 1/2, and I've scored it at 4 1/4 using my score buddy. And this cardstock is by Stampin' Up. I'm not quite sure of what the color is because I bought this at a rummage sale. There was a person that was getting rid of some cardstock by Stampin' Up, and I just picked it up, so I don't know exactly what color this is. Although Pam did tell me that her favorite colors were orange and Tiffany blue, and I hope I've gotten the right color. So let's go ahead and finish up here. Okay, I have a piece of cardstock for my bottom layer, and this cardstock is from the Paper Studio textured cardstock, and the colors are brights, and I picked that up at Hobby Lobby. My bottom layer measures 2 1/16 by 5 1/8, so I'm going to go ahead and get out my ATG gun and put some tape on it so I can lay that layer down. And I'm going to eyeball this and put it right here in the middle, like so. And then my top layer, this is actually some flocked paper that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. It was a 12 by 12 sheet, and it looks like this. I grabbed this one and I grabbed one in pink. And I'm going to lay that on top so that I have just a thin layer along the edge here of the orange cardstock. And this piece measures 2 by 5. I'm going to line it up again, make sure I have it where I want it. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my ATG gun again and tape up, get the sides, the edges, and then in the middle. So get my card and bring it back in the camera frame. And let's see, how do I want to lay that? I think I want to lay it like that. I'm just going to go ahead and lay that down. Now the other thing that I did was I took some of that same Paper Studio texture cardstock and my Martha Stewart Monarch Butterfly Trim. It looks like this. And I cut out a layer to go down at the bottom. I'm gonna put it right there. And then I took some orange stickles, or it's orange peel, and made little dots on some of the butterflies, just to give it just a little bling. So now that I've got that lined up where I want it, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Tombow adhesive, and I just kind of go all in between because remember I can use my adhesive remover tool to get any of the glue that comes through. So I want to make sure I get this taped real good. And I actually don't even have to go out to the ends because I'm going to be cutting those ends off with my X-Acto knife. So then I'm going to go ahead and lay it down about right there. And then just make sure I press down to make sure it is completely on the paper. And then what I do is I take it and flip it over and take my X-Acto knife and just snip off those edges like so. Let's do the other side. This one is giving me a little hard time there. It doesn't want to come off. Okay. So now, when I flip it back over, it's like that. And then I cut out this happy birthday, and this was using the Elegant Cake cartridge, and it is on page 69, and it's the one right here. And I cut that at 2 inches using that same Paper Studio textured cardstock. And then I took some of the orange peel stickles again and just put it on the curl of the Y. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Tombow again and get the glue around everywhere on there, like so. I have to be careful when I do this so I don't break the letters apart. And I was going to run this through my Xyron machine, but I am out of the repositional and the permanent refill, so I had to pull out the Tombow. Definitely can't use the ATG gun for this. That will not work. You end up breaking your letters. So now I have that on, and I'm going to take my tweezers and put this on where I want it. And I want it to lay about right there. Oh, I think I need to move it over just a little bit. There we go. And place it right there. Okay. And it looks like I didn't get enough on that side, so I'm going to see if I can flip this over and see if I can add some more adhesive without tearing. Let's see if that works. Ah, there we go. And the same thing with the B. It looks like I didn't get enough on there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and run some along there. And then hold it down for a few seconds. And hold this down again. And there you go. Okay, the last thing I want to do on the front of the card is I cut out this butterfly, and I cut it out with the flock paper as well as some of the orange textured cardstock. And I used my Monarch Butterfly Punch by Martha Stewart. And then I glued the two together, and I'm kind of going to bend them just a little, just to pop it up just a little bit. Then I'm going to take my glue gun and just put just a small amount, a thin layer of glue down the middle of the butterfly and place it right there. So that way, even if when in the envelope it lays flat, but then when she takes it out, it pops up like so. So now, this is the front of the card. For the inside of the card, I took some white cardstock and I used my computer and I made a sentiment using the computer. And then I took some, I used my iRock tool again, and I put some bling in certain letters, in the O and the D in some of the wording. And then I took this little leaf branch stamp and stamped that out. And then I took with some black tuxedo ink. And then I took these, they're called Twinkling H2Os. And they're almost like the Yasutomo watercolor paints. And I picked these up at an art display store. And I just used my water brush, this right here, to color in the leaf branches. So now I'm going to go ahead, and on the ends, I use my Clouds corner chomper and chopped up on each corner. So I'm going to go ahead and take my ATG gun and tape that down in the inside. Okay, get all the way around and then in the middle. And see, I forgot to tell you what size I cut this. This was 4.5 by 3.5. Okay. So I'm going to put that right in the center. And go around my edges. And I do have some of the adhesive on there, so I'm going to take my adhesive remover again and go ahead and remove the adhesive on the edge, like so. So that's it. That's my birthday card for Pam. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.